All right, hello and welcome to my demo for the RAJE Retail Brick and Click Store. Go ahead and share my screen so you can see it all in its glory. So I will just go ahead and copy. You can see that it is deployed to AWS. We have our proxy server up and running there. And so I will just copy and paste that address and comes right up. As you can see, all of our services have been bundled into one page. What you can't really see here, and I will display, demo for you now, is that our services are actually responsive to the URL of the proxy server. So if I go ahead and put the 4 at the end of this URL, a product ID of 4, it shows us the 4th product. This is something that took a long time. We ended up figuring out a way to make it work with iframes. But enough about the proxy server. My specific service was the product info page. So as you can see here, there's a carousel. We have style selectors. We have add to bag. We have some share icons. I'll start by talking about the style selectors. So you can click on the different styles. That gets saved to a state, which then will be included in a bag adding. So speaking of adding to the bag, when you go ahead and select that add to bag option without selecting a size, it does prompt you to select a size. I can go ahead and select a size, and then the quantity selection becomes available to us. Now it initializes to 1, but we can go ahead and check any number of sizes. And when we do add to the bag, it actually does send a request to the API, post request to the API. And we can see that because here I have the last request that I made, which only has up to the ID of 4. Obviously, I've made a lot of requests. I've sent a lot of things to the bag, but I'm going to go ahead and send one more. Our last request only had 444 items pushed to the bag. And if I go ahead and send another one and make that request again, you can see that at the bottom we have now 445 bag requests. I've sent a lot of them. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the other items here. So we have our share buttons, and these are actually active and will take you to share. Now these are not set up because we don't necessarily have, oh, I'm so sorry, yes we do. We have a URL that we can go ahead and share here. So this right here is our review section, and it does create an average based on the reviews for each product. If there are no reviews, then this entire section is hidden. The other large component here, and perhaps the most work went into this component, is the carousel. As you can see down here, we have a list of some thumbnails that indicate each of the images in the carousel. When you select an image, the carousel moves to, so you select a thumbnail, the carousel moves to that image, as you can see, and additionally, a little highlight below the image turns on. Now, another thing that they asked for in this build is a expanded view functionality. So when I click on the image, it opens up an expanded view of the carousel, which hides the rest of the upper half there. And when I click again, it opens up this zoom functionality. There's actually a little bit more to that, which I will show you in the mobile section. Down here, we just have some information that gets sent from the API about different features and a description and a tagline. Now, if I go ahead and resize the window, you can see that it is responsive. And at a certain breakpoint, it does completely change its look there. But something that is really neat as well is that when we are in a mobile setting, we can get an entirely different zoom experience. And that is important just so that you're not having to click a bunch of times on your mobile phone in the same way that you would have to on your computer. So just a better experience. One other thing that I really wanted to highlight is that this little mini thumbnail mini carousel at the bottom does resize with mobile, and when there are more thumbnails in there than are allowed at that certain breakpoint, it has a multi-carousel that you can page through. So yeah, that is all that I have to say about that. Thank you so much for watching.